Hello everybody, how's it going? It's Eamon here. Hope you're all keeping well out there. Back today with another video. I'm going to talk during this video today because I feel as though I haven't spoke to you all in like proper in a good while. So I'll talk as I'm going on. I'll just get on to the details. We're back in Ruhrau, wherever you call it, and we are on the route 177, and we're in the Mercedes-Benz Citaro G3 door. Articulated bus. So I think I have just under a minute to go, so I'm just going to set up before I go. Now should be us, I hope. Yeah. We have a minute left, so I'll just kind of hang on now just to make sure everything is alright. Let me see, 42 to 08, that's not too bad, I guess, half an hour. Yeah, so I finally have the house to myself, and I have I'm able to kind of talk during the video. Yeah, so I just know I recently became a father, and it's just been a bit kind of hectic around the house at the moment. Like I didn't talk during videos because when I was recording, sometimes I don't know whether you noticed in some of my videos that I'd have to kind of stop and then kind of pause it and then go again. Sometimes you might have seen a video pause a little bit because either the baby's crying or I had to change her or something like that, you know. So it was a bit kind of hectic, but and the reason I kind of had a lot of videos up as well was because I was off work. So I'm back in work tomorrow, and I won't be able to probably put up like 6 videos a day. but I'll do my best to bring videos up. I know, because I have to say, because when I put all them videos up during last week, like I noticed that they got a lot more views, and it seems that the more active I was on the channel, it was kind of the more kind of the better really it got for the channel, you know, the more views I got. So I hope to still kind of upload, maybe not daily, but maybe every second day or something like that. So I hope to do that over the coming weeks or so. It's my wife's sister is over at the moment, so she's in my my game room. So basically I can't get in all the time. Like she hasn't got a problem with me kind of doing videos and stuff, but I like her to feel comfortable kind of in the house, so she doesn't have to feel as though she's in my way or I'm in her way. So I kind of just leave her to it, you know, which is fine. Like, you know, it gives me a bit of time away from the OMSII situation anyway. So but that's really been the gist of why I haven't really been uploading videos and stuff. So I haven't been really talking, sorry, you know. So I still hope now to get a bit of time during the weeks to still upload some videos and keep going with my marathons of maps, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it, my situation. In terms of baby's doing fine. Little baby girl, we call her Ada Maria. She was 3 weeks early, so she was quite small when she came out. She was like 6 pounds, so it's quite small for a baby, but it's small but safe, if you know what I mean. So she would still be called a premature baby, but she was just quite small compared to like all my sister's kids and stuff, you know. So we just kind of had to look after her. Like the first 2 days we had to kind of make sure she was eating okay, and making sure she was getting the right fluids to kind of build her up, you know, to make her kind of get fat. And then after the second day we had her home, we had to bring her back in because she wasn't getting them fluids into her and stuff, so she was losing a bit of weight. So we had to bring her in, and she had to stay in the hospital for overnight. They had to put her in an incubator to kind of, she had a thing called jaundice. I don't know whether many of us heard that, but I'm not going to go on about the baby all through the video, don't worry. So we had to kind of look after her then, and they looked after her in the hospital, and since she's come home now, she's been kind of slowly getting fat. You know, so she's a little double chin on her now, which is good, like, you know. So in terms of the baby and the new lifestyle, it's fine, like, you know. It's good, you know. It's good to have the baby and have her safe and the wife safe, and just pretty much, yeah, it's totally different from you in the house, but sure, you know yourselves. Well, it's probably don't. Yeah, so that's all baby talk and personal talk over with now. So back to OMSII. So yeah, so I hope you liked all the videos I done last week and the week before with the every route from the map Crifrat and Stadriek. I think it's Stadriek, I'm not sure. I think that's what I'll probably do in the future now, like just kind of find a map, do all the routes and just whip it on a playlist, you know. I think it's a good thing to do. I don't know whether you like it, you know. I try and vary it a little bit, like, oh please don't stall, like in terms of buses, you know, because the same map over and over, you know yourself, you're gonna go on the same roads again and just kind of go over the same stuff over and over. Whereas I suppose if you have a different bus, it might be a little bit better. I just actually downloaded like 2 minutes ago Ford Transit. I don't know whether you've seen it. I just seen it on the official forum. It was put up there yesterday, I think it was, and I'm going to give that a look now later on today. Hopefully, if I get the chance to stay on this for a while, because my sister and my wife and her sister are gone to the beach for a walk. So yeah. So hopefully it'll it didn't download from me because I said it failed when I was downloading from the site. So hopefully I'll be able to fix that up now in a few minutes. Yeah. Other than that, now there's not really much going down at the moment, you know, in terms of OMSII stuff. You know, I haven't played Chicago since possibly the last time I done the video. You know, I'm kind of disappointed in a way because it was hyped up to be so great. You know, I was hyping it up to be brilliant. You know, everyone was hyping it up to be brilliant, and I was kind of like, it is really good, but it's so map heavy that, like, I mean, you can't do it on your normal settings. For example, like if I open up Chicago on the settings I have now, which is basically just the default OMSII settings, just with the traffic up high and the road traffic factor up high and the parked cars up a bit high. But like if I open Chicago now, nothing, it'd be just white, you know. So it just annoys me that I have to change every option that I have just to play the map, you know, which is a bit of a shame. So hopefully it'll be patched or something, but because it's so top heavy that it probably won't be, you know, because there's nothing wrong with the map. It's just people's rigs and computers, you know, and stuff like that. So because the options he has, when you do the options, like when Darius has them, it's a bit of a shame because the way he has it, that there's no AI traffic, you know, and there's no, like, say, the town won't be full of buses, you know, and I don't like that, you know. You know me, I like to have other buses around. Like every time I do a video or drive in the game, I like to have the same route, but I just drive as an additional bus just so I can have that other bus in the video. Because the more, I think it's probably because I'm from Dublin that I have things like that, you know. The more buses in the route, the better, you know. So that's just my thinking of it all. Oh, I don't know what she was saying there. Now, it's a bit laggy today in my OMSII for some reason. I don't know why. Something to do with the PC, I think. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, Chicago. So, yeah, it's a bit of a shame that I have to kind of switch every option to play the map. So that's why I don't really go near the map, you know, at the moment. So if I fancy a drive, then I will drive it, but I don't really fancy a drive at the moment. So I think it needs more, you know. So hopefully Darius will do something with that, you know. So we'll see. Where am I going now? Other news regarding OMSII. Not really much, you know. Not much at all, like, you know. I'm just kind of getting on with it. It's a really quiet period for OMSII, so I'm just kind of throwing stuff out there, you know. Like, I did surprise myself last week when I put the Manline City from OMSII 1 into the Crifrat map, you know. That's a really good bus, like, you know. It really is a great bus. And I think it's better than the actual Manline cities that came with the mains map, you know. Mains, yeah, let's just call it that. I'm so bad with the German words, it's unbelievable. you know, because them line cities that came with that map are not so great. Like I take a lot of what makes a nice bus for me is a bus that you can accelerate fastish in and brake nice and smoothly, you know, whereas them Lion City buses didn't do that for me. They were kind of like the Solaris bus that I done the night route in the other day. It was just kind of shaky all the time, you know. I didn't like that at all, you know, so I kind of didn't feel it, you know, so probably won't be driving. I know someone in the comments said there's a patch for the Solaris, but I don't know whether that fixed the brakes or not. I'm not sure now, you know, so I have to wait and see. And also I know deep somewhere along the channel that I have done videos of these buses before, or these routes before, so they're old, you know, so it doesn't really bother me. So kind of the channel has kind of grown a little bit, so I'll stick to just kind of doing the playlisty thing. It's no numbers behind me, is there? No. It's kind of mad because like it seems to me like when I'm playing OMSII that I really only do it to do videos, but I don't, like, if you're on my Steam list, which I will actually, because someone actually said in the comments there to kind of add in Steam, so I'll just go my Steam is basically if you can I don't know, I changed my name, but my account name is probably different than my actual Steam name, because you know you create your account but you can't change the actual name, you know. So but if you just maybe put in my YouTube, same YouTube name, AimingS85, you might get me. But if not, it's Cyrus the Virus 7, you know, just Cyrus the Virus 7. It's an old name. It was an old PSN name, you know, that I had, and it's still my PSN name, but it's not Cyrus the Virus 7. It's a different Cyrus the Virus. It's sad that you can't change your name, like, you know, on the PSN or on Steam. Like, you can only change your display name, I think, but your account name you can't. So if you are looking for me, it's Cyrus the Virus 7. No gaps, just Cyrus the Virus 7. And it's that'll be me, you know. But I don't know whether you can, like, can you let me know if you're adding me on Steam, because I'd like to know who it is that I'm adding, because I added a guy before on Steam and he said he liked the video, so I just added him, you know. And this is why I'm kind of reluctant to add people I don't know. So if you're adding me, just put your name on the comment, say, look, I've added it, accept my name on Steam, like, you know, and I will, and then that'll be fine, like, you know. Just let me know in a comment that I'll do that, you know. Because there was a guy before that asked me, and I accepted him, and he was like, I love your channel, man, your channel is great, blah blah blah, you know. And I was like, oh, thanks very much. And then he asked for help, like, you know, and I gave him a bit of help, but he basically just told me to I couldn't help him fully, you know. So he basically called me every name under the sun and said I was terrible at this, terrible at that. So I was like, yeah, fair enough, mate, good luck to you, you know. So I kind of just said, you know what, no thanks, buddy. I deleted him then straight away. So just to if you just want to add me on Steam, then fire away, but just let you know that I won't accept you unless you comment and let me know. Now, you don't have to comment your own name, your own Steam name. Just comment and say, look, I invited you on Steam, can you just accept me? And I will just accept the name, and then I can ask you who you are on YouTube via the Steam link, the Steam chat, like, you know. So just to let you know that, that's all. Because I am reluctant to let people on Steam, because you try and help people and they just give out to you, like, you know. They call you like terrible things, like, you know. I never forget that fella. I forget his name now. It's like Vodar or something. I forget his name, don't know. There's so many people I helped, like, on in regards to OMSII. Like, I helped some guy, Jokiel or something. I think he was a Norwegian guy or Danish guy, and I helped him so much with the, I think it was Romerberg or one of the maps anyway. And I helped him get stuff for it and set up an AI list. Oh yeah, I was setting up an AI list for him with his country repaints, basically his town, the repaints of his town on the buses, you know. And I'd done that and haven't heard a word from him since. I was emailing him personally, I was YouTubing him, messaging. It was mostly on, I think I met him on Playglobe at the time, when that was around, you know. But once he was helped, sure, I haven't heard from him since, you know. So it's a bit crazy. But see, that's where you get like some people you help and some people you don't. Like people are sending me messages on the Steam. Like there's certain people that send messages and they're like, "Can you help me? My game won't work," you know. And I'm like, what can I do? I said, like, check your log file and finish that. Like there's a guy, I won't name him, but he's on me now. He's okay, like, you know, but he expects me to know what's wrong with his game. We're just saying he has an error, you know. It's kind of like, how can I help you if I don't know the error? Check your log file and find what the error is. Like, I don't know whether you know, like on your log file you can have errors and warnings. Most of the time the errors are causing the game not to work, whereas the warnings kind of, sometimes the game will bypass the warnings and it will run, you know. So it could be a warning that there's a texture missing on one of the bus models or a sound file missing, whereas if there was an error then the game would stop running, you know. So that's why whenever you have a problem with OMSI and you see a lot of errors, that's your problem. Your problem is the errors and not the warnings. But you can also fix the warnings, but OMSI's always going to have warnings, so there's nothing we can do about it. Okay, go. Like you could have the perfect game, like, you know, you could have the default setup, you know, and you could just load Spandu or Grundorf and you'd still get errors. You know what I mean? Without putting any mods in it, just the default settings of them two maps, you know, you'd still get errors or warnings saying that there's a texture missing, you know. So there's nothing you can do about it, you know. You just have to kind of get on with it. So just remember that it's always the errors you're looking for in your log file and not the warnings. So piece of advice for you guys. I'm enjoying this route today actually, because the other day I tried to do this route and I was doing it it was the new Hamburg bus again, you know, the C2 one, and I was having a nightmare. So this is kind of my first take on this one today, and hopefully without any failures I will be okay. I will make it. What have I got to Mozart thing? Yeah, should be there now in a minute actually. Yeah, I was having a nightmare, and I was actually these roads here, they were absolutely packed full of traffic and I couldn't get across. I was coming the opposite way. I was coming from the place we're going to now, and this road was backed up with traffic here where the vans are, all the way back there, like back there. Whoa, sorry, missed it. Yes, sorry, I was talking and I got distracted. I apologise, folks. Just let yourselves out there, go on. And this repaint was done by my friend the Joker. He done it's a Dublin airport repaint that if you were ever in Ireland you'd probably see these buses in Dublin, obviously with the other door on it, you know, the door on the other side. But he done that repaint for me and it's a really nice repaint, you know, it's different. So thanks for that, Joker. I hope I got your name right this time. You asked me to say Joker because I got your name wrong the other day, so, and I never let me live it down. I met that Joker guy on Play Globe and we've been pretty much mates ever since that, you know. So it's a good old friendship we have. He even sent me a present for me little Baba, my little baby, which is pretty awesome. Hello. The football started back yesterday. United won, but they weren't very impressive, so, you know, I don't know what Van Gaal is doing with that team. I don't know if there's any of you are football fans out there or not, so I don't know whether I should talk about football or not, but I have a love-hate relationship with Louis Van Gaal. I don't know what he's up to. Dropping your first choice goalkeeper on the start of the day before the season kicks off is a bit strange. But I have to say, people on Twitter were kind of saying, "Oh, Sergio Romero is not so great. He's not good for Manchester United." But to give the man credit, he done all right there yesterday. He saved a good few shots, you know, and he kind of, okay, his distribution was a bit nervous, but it's his first game, like, you know, like if you were playing your first match in Old Trafford, you wouldn't be not nervous, you know what I mean? Of course you'd be nervous. So you would, like, people forget, looking at Manja Vidic's first game for Manchester United, he had a disaster. He was terrible, you know, and all of a sudden then he become this hero. So your man had a good game yesterday. Him and the right back had a great game. It would have been between them and Smalling as well. You know, Jesus, it doesn't say a lot for United if their centre backs are. Oh, I have to go. I was going anyway, so. Ambulances are everywhere in this game, this map. I don't know whether he's coming behind me, is he? No, he's not. Stuff. I hope not. Oh, he is, isn't he? I better let him pass, so. Away you go, sir. Hello. Yes, of course I can. What you say? What you say? What you say? Get out of here. Ma. Whoa. Go, go, go. I got soul, but I'm not a soldier. Now, I nearly finished this route now, actually, which isn't bad. That's good timing, you know. I really enjoyed this route more so than I did the last time I tried it. Let's just wait till we get to the finish line first. I think it's just up here. Yeah, it is. It's straight up here. Yeah, this road was packed last time I played it. Absolutely packed. You couldn't actually get across. Like, there was cars absolutely here. Absolutely jammers all the way up here. And that was, when was this? That would have been Friday, I think it was. When I did my last, yeah, it would have been Friday, yeah, because that was my last video. So I tried it. And yeah, I did actually try it first because I wanted to do the numbers from the lower to the higher, you know. So it was this one, yeah. And I just said, you know, I can't be doing this. There's a lot of ambulances around. Obviously some crash somewhere. Hope that one's dead. Ba 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 ba. I think this is me, is it? Yeah, it is. Wow, that was nice. Enjoyed that one. But again, you see, this thing happened again there where the bus that should have been with me wasn't with me. You know? How early am I? Oh, I'm 5 minutes early. That's probably why. Whoa. That's a turnout for the books. 5 minutes isn't too bad, I guess. No. I'll just pull up here because in case your man does arrive. Now, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for that. Enjoy your stay here, and hopefully you get safe home. There's usually a train floating around here, no? Oh yeah, here it is. Now, okay guys, that's the end of the video. I hope it was an okay video for you to watch. I know I spoke a bit, but that's what you wanted, so I just wanted to kind of throw it out there and let you know that I will be back talking again when I kind of get a bit of free time. So yeah, so hopefully you enjoyed the video. I actually enjoyed the drive and the little chat, so so thanks very much for that, and thanks in advance for the comments and the likes and the subs. I really appreciate it. So the next video will probably be the night route. I think this map has 2 night routes, so I'm going to try and do them as soon as I can, really. I might get one in today, I'm not sure though, because they'll probably be back in a little while with the Baba. but if not, I will get them sometime during the week, or yeah, they will be during the week at some stage. So yeah, so thanks very much guys, I appreciate it as always, and I shall talk to you again soon. Bye bye.